Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm like laying back down in this chair. I wanted to do a quick video on some developments. I want to talk about how important it is to double down on the thing that you're great at or the thing that you want to do. Um, Recently, I've been discovering it's a slow moving process, but pretty much I've always been somebody who you know all all about these ideas, all about what I need to do in a day, and it's just so hard for me to grasp doing everything right. But I ask myself sometimes, how many of the things that I want, that I am doing, that I want to do, how many are those things in alignment with the one thing that I should be doing, right? And when I think about it personally, that one thing is, either making more YouTube videos. Mostly, I think a lot about that. I think a lot about what I need to know to bring me to the next phase of my development, which would be, towards consulting, towards maybe coaching, towards just, something that would blossom from what I love to do, which is to analyze, which is to um, understand, to create solutions, like small term projects, and whatever your thing is, whatever you love to do, I would just say put more of that in your life. Like I started creating this philosophy that I shouldn't go to sleep unless I do something that, unless I know that I've won. Meaning I can't go to bed unless I know that I either done a YouTube video or read about something that's going to help me grow in the right direction that I want. Some way I'm winning in some way that's going to bring me forward. It's going to bring me more happiness, maybe more financial freedom. That's my goal. And I want all of you guys out there to really double down on what you're great at. And you may not know, and you may be working somewhere where nobody leverages your your skill set. Your business isn't going to if they're not the right business. If it's a settlement business or a settlement job, meaning like you're just doing it because it pays the bills and the company doesn't leverage your abilities, then you need to find a way. You need an outlet for that, and for that outlet to mean something for your future, right? And it can't just be you in your basement doing something that doesn't give back to others, right? It's got to be its own road of its own, right? And my road for myself, it's learning, it's putting myself to a place where I want to learn how to make businesses better, leadership better, help managers and leaders really, really help in terms of making the culture for other companies better and individuals and, you know, business happiness and morale and maybe even sales related. But there's this general direction of business development and business curation that I'm going towards. And I think that, if only I can move faster and if only I can do more with the time that I have. And everything's a decision. And I think that personally, I sacrificed a lot to do when I really should be sacrificing more because I do work so much at one location and it eats up my time into everything else. And I'm really trying to get into a place where I'm financially sufficient to where I can just quadruple down on the things that I needed to be doing, and going that route and then doing more of what I want to do. But that's a slow buildup, and not everybody is patient. But maybe I'm crazy, but I want to keep contributing the way that I'm doing, and hopefully, in hopes that it makes a difference to somebody out there, that my words make sense, and that somebody will be able to apply it. And that's really all that I want, And I've discovered that I do like to put my interests in a lot of different places at once, and it's hard for myself to focus. And for many others, it's very easy, and I've always noticed that in life. But if you're somebody out there who knows what you want to do, or you're entertaining your skills and trying to figure out where to put them, dude, my channel has been all about, personality stuff and explore yourself, get that awareness, understand, where you think you can go, right? What is that ideal self? Where do you lie in the future, right? What do you look like in your ideal lifestyle, your ideal situation? And kind of reverse engineer that roadmap backwards and kind of understand what that looks like. Mine is, you know, uh, consulting, doing speeches, working with businesses, traveling, and and affecting people in a way that's just very, very qualitative. Almost like I want to be like the Gordon Ramsay of helping businesses with culture, where I go in and I figure out what's wrong, and I figure out the culture, and I figure out what needs to change, and and then like I leave because everyone's happy, and then I move on. Or maybe a business is dying and for whatever reason, and I go in and so like, but and I'm traveling and I'm doing that. I'm doing speeches and I'm talking about all the things that I see in a business and the issue and the problems that all these businesses I've seen have and what to do differently and that's what I want to do. And hopefully in 10 years, my mustache has gotten no more gray, and I'm doing all those things. And so I think it's important to know the picture that you want to paint yourself, and understanding the different tools to make that picture come to life is a part of the journey. And I think that just because you don't know how to make that painting doesn't mean you just don't start drawing it. When you have all these tools at your disposal, you'll figure out which ones to use for that painting, right? And just double down on what that picture is about. Double down on what that painting called your future ideal you and all of that reality, your ideal reality, right? What is that about? And then double down on that. So I hope that was a cool video for you guys. Please comment, share, and definitely like. Please, if you want me to talk about a certain question or about a certain topic or something, or you want to come on, let me know. This has been me, Daniel Speiss, and I hope